Coming at your fool from the hitch. It's your boy Regg, man, Regg, with another video for y'all on this Sunday morning, man. The last day of All-Star weekend, man. Last night was good. I'm gonna drop some videos on those contests, the skills contest, dunk contest, and 3-point contest later today. But I got a nice little quick video for y'all, man. Let's get into it. And I'm starting with, first of all, coming straight in, before we get into it, like this video, comment below, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share, man. So let's get right into it, man. We're going to read this article, this Bleacher Report article written by Scott Polacek, either one, P-O-L-A-C-E-K, Polacek, written yesterday. February 19, 2022. Let's get right into it. Lakers' LeBron James says the door is not closed on returning to Cavaliers. LeBron James will forever be a Cleveland Cavaliers legend no matter what happens the rest of his career. But this time playing for Ohio's NBA team may not be fully in the rearview mirror. The door's not closed on that, James told Jason Lloyd of The Athletic when discussing a potential return to Cleveland. I'm not saying I'm coming back and playing. I don't know. I don't know what my future holds. I don't even know when I'm free. James is under contract with the Los Angeles Lakers through the 2022-2023 campaign. Perhaps the biggest factor in James's future will be where his son Bronny eventually ends up if he reaches the NBA level. The younger James will be eligible for the 2024 draft in the one-and-done rule, if the one-and-done rule is still in place when he finishes playing at Sierra Canyon in 2023. LeBron did not shy away from his desire to suit up with his son at the game's highest level. My last year will be played with my son, James said. Wherever Bronny is at, that's where I'll be. I would do whatever it takes to play with my son for 1 year. It's not about the money at that point. It isn't difficult to envision an NBA team selecting Bronny in the draft as much of his own skill set as the opportunity to convince his father to join in free agency. After all, the older James is on the shortest of short lists of the best players in the NBA and still is at an all-star level even at 37 years old. From Cleveland's perspective, the idea of James returning for something of a farewell season is surely an intriguing one. He suited up for the Cavaliers his first 7 seasons of his career and led them to the 2007 NBA Finals. He then returned to the team that drafted him after 4 seasons with the Miami Heat and led it to a dramatic championship in the 2015-2016 campaign and 3 more NBA Finals. Cleveland is a contender this season with a 35-23 record and a young core that features all-star Darius Garland. It isn't a stretch to say a veteran James would be a difference between an early playoff exit and a deep run, and some of the young core has more experience. It would be quite a full circle moment for his career if he did return to the Cavaliers, especially if he got to play with his son. So, first of all, good article by Mr. Polacek. My analysis on LeBron James wanting to play with his son. Him wanting to play with his son, I mean that's pretty much common knowledge to the average, well, not the average, the people who have been deeply aware of the ins and outs of the NBA the past decade or so. I've been watching basketball since I was a kid. I can't even remember what age I started watching, but I've been knowledgeable of basketball for a minute. And anybody that's been knowledgeable about the face of the league knows that this has been, man, if y'all ain't know, these people, just to go off on a little tangent, these people live scripted lives, man. We already knew that was going to be the icing on the top of LeBron James' cake in his career. He's going to retire playing with his son. We already knew that. Another thing we knew LeBron James was going back to Cleveland. We knew he was going back to Cleveland. Another thing we knew LeBron James was going to the Lakers. How do you know? Man, go back to NBA 2K14 and play that LeBron James Path to Greatness mode. Go back to that. Now, while people say while it was fantasy, it was a fantasy of how LeBron James' career was gonna go. Most of that shit ended up turning to be true. He ended up leaving Miami. He ended up going back to Cleveland. He ended up having a stint in LA. So they ass knew this shit 8 years ago. Like, I already knew he was going to LA. I already knew he was going back to Cleveland. But him going with his son, I think that'll be, I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, not a lot of players have played with their sons. There's been a lot of NBA players that have had their sons playing the NBA, but playing with them, that's a testament to his longevity for sure. But like my man Too Raw for Sports said in his video about this same situation, this just shows how much he's committed to like winning championships. Like, he's really not. He don't want to win. In my opinion, he does not want to win, because if that's his main goal, and you still in your prime at 37, All-Star level, just playing with your son, like, are you really trying to win the championship? Are you really trying to win the championship? And yeah. If I'm Cleveland, to go about him, the title of this video is "Don't Phone Home." I don't want, for the sake of the Cleveland Cavaliers, I'm not even a Cleveland Cavaliers fan. For the sake of them, I don't want LeBron James returning to them. Stay where the hell you at. Stay in LA. LeBron James, while LeBron James, he's a top 10 player. Top 10 player, no doubt. He's stuck at 10 for life, in my opinion. Stuck at 10. But top 10 player of all time. The greatest thing he contributed to the game, was showing players that you do not have to be loyal to a team. But like I said before, he's soiling that legacy with his tyrannical acts. Like, you're just a team hopper. You look at it as a team hopper. If I'm Cleveland, once again, like Too Raw for Sports said, you done left them twice. Why would we want you again? They in the process of fixing. They at the highest point of fixing everything you messed up. All the bad contracts you had people get. J.R. Smith getting an $80 million contract and nobody wanted his ass. Kevin Love just now coming back from being trash. I didn't respect it. After this season, I'm kind of starting to gain my respect, kind of going back up for him, but I still think he's really not that good. He do got a chance to be 6th man of the year, but all that, going back to when Kevin Love was tapping the ball in bounds and quitting in the game and shit, and all that mental health, all that shit, because when Kyrie do that shit, he looked at as crazy, but Kevin Love can get away with that shit. But Kevin Love being trash for the last 4 or 5 years, Tristan Thompson, ass, who else? They had a lot of bums on that team with bad contracts, and now they building back up through the draft. They got Darius Garland, who's an all-star, will be competing in the all-star game tonight. They got Evan Mobley, 7-footer, Jarrett Allen, 7-footer, who's be in the all-star game tonight. Who else they got? They had JaVale McGee for a minute, but he on my Suns now. They have Colin Sexton. I think he's hurt right now. They got a good team. Like the article said, they 35 and 23, and I think that's the 3rd or the 4th best record in the East right now. And the Eastern Conference is the best conference in the league right now. Why would we want LeBron James, who finna be 38 years old, so he could just super team the team again? So he can. This is a verb now because this is another super team is a verb. I'm using it as a verb because this is another part of his legacy, forming super teams, team hopping, super teams via free agency. This is his legacy. Why would we want him to come back when all he gonna do is try to make a super team out of this roster that they just fixed based on everything that he fucked up during his return tenure? And also he's gonna mess up their draft future. He gonna trade most of the people away. He gonna probably trade Jared Allen. No, he probably gonna keep Jared Allen and Evan Mobley since they can shoot. And well, he gonna trade some pieces that they want. Basically, what they gonna do? Sell their franchise to him just like the Lakers doing now? No, don't fall home. Stay where you are. Like, you're not finna. Darius Garland is not finna be Kyrie Irving 2.0, cause not even Kyrie Irving 2.0, because all the you look at the career history of LeBron James. Every point guard that he's played with had to play the two or a second banana to LeBron James, who's a point forward, really a small forward, who really can't play off ball outside his 4 years in Miami. Look at Kyrie. Look at Mario Chalmers. Look at Kyrie Irving, Mario Chalmers, George Hill, who just won a championship. George Hill, who just won a championship. Kyrie Irving. Who else? Dennis Schroeder. What's another point guard? Russ. All the point guards cannot play with him because he got to be the point guard. So I don't want that to happen. LeBron, stay where the fuck you at, bro. Like, dude, the Lakers, you said you want to retire. You going to be a Laker for life? You want to retire a Laker? You trying to clout chase? You trying to clout chase the reputation of the... You trying to clout chase using the reputation of the Lakers to make yourself seem greater? Stay where you at, bro. Stay there with Cottonelle Davis and Russell Westbrook and Dwight Howard, who don't want to be there. Stay there where you at. They don't need you, man. So let me know what y'all think about this, man. Drop your comments below what you think about this. Is LeBron James once again trying to leech off of the prospects of another team so he can get his stats up and get another ring where he was practically carried? Because a lot of people say that he's at this point he's a role player with a superstar reputation. So what y'all think about this, man? Again, drop the comments below, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you want to support the channel, I'm gonna put a pinned comment below so you can donate to the channel on the Cash App. Again, you will be recognized. The Cash App, if you donate to the Cash App for the channel, you can, once you send it, tell me who it's from in the Cash App message. You can tell me something that you want me to talk about, and I will talk about that. So this is for y'all. If y'all donate, I can speak on the things that you want me to speak about. Obviously, I got to be knowledged about it. So, do that. And LeBron, stay your ass where you at. Don't phone home. I'm out.